Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam!
Oh, that means it is once again our turn. Once again, our time. A bit of an inconsistent schedule, but alas, we are back for what is today? Thursday? Thursday night edition of the Sports Cave with Biggest Puma. Once again, broadcasting live from the Ticket 760 satellite studio where more programs are being run, recorded, and produced than in the mothership. We are once again back here in parts unknown on the north side of San Antonio. I am your host, Sam Freeze, also known as the Biggest Puma. Of course, I've got the Cap sitting across from me in the room, and the man responsible for producing the most content on Ticket 760 proper, the great DJ LG. We are
Woo! Give it
back
up.
together again, 20 days away from the NBA Finals, from game 1 of the NBA Finals. If you remember, our countdown for the NBA Cup worked out pretty well for our Spurs. So hopefully this
I want
NBA
a different ending, though.
Well, okay.
It might be the same matchup.
I was about to say, okay, we'll start there. We're going to talk a lot of Spurs tonight because,
Because why not?
well, and we've got a lot to talk about because these last couple weeks, we've only been able to squeeze in one show a week. So we've got some catching up to do, but mainly looking forward to the game tomorrow night. I kept thinking the game was tonight. It kept throwing off.
Well, they threw it off because they didn't want to go against the NFL scheduling.
Oh yeah, that's
the big drop of the schedule.
That's our
where
whole
San Francisco gets boom right in the boom. You know what I'm saying?
That's our whole main seggy tonight.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
just going team by team, game by game, making full season predictions on May 14th of exactly who's going to be the playoff teams, who's going to win the Super Bowl.
I don't have the energy for that.
We've got, you better find a gas station amphetamine pill or something to hike you up because
It's not a tight hour.
this is not going to be a tight hour. Actually, I'm going to get into here in a minute in the weekend recap why tonight probably should be the tightest hour we've done, considering what I have on the schedule. Well, it's only fun if it's phallic. Considering what I have on the schedule. Holy hell, that's less than 12 hours away, LG. That's 10 hours from now. It's starting to sink in. We'll get into that here in a minute on this National Buttermilk Biscuit Day.
Good God.
Fat.
They have a day for buttermilk
You're
biscuits?
goddamn right.
What about other biscuits?
No, they're undeserving.
It just has to be buttermilk biscuits.
I mean,
The ones
are
you put the gravy on top. When you put some sauce.
yeah, is there any other type of biscuit?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching Ted Lasso, and there's like cookies. Those are called biscuits.
Buddy, you got to stop watching Ted Lasso. We've talked about this. You gotta stop. They just signed that one dude out in El Paso.
Oh yeah, he's an actual soccer player.
Yeah, he's following in the footsteps of
Football is life.
Diego Luna,
Football
former
is life.
El Paso. What are they? El Paso Locomotive, I think it is.
Yeah.
But no, you mentioned the wanting a different outcome than the NBA Cup. How's that for a weave?
We weaving.
We weaving. How disappointed would you be if the Spurs lost to the Knicks in the finals this year? On a scale of 1 to 10, how disappointed?
I'd be pretty disappointed because I think overall we have a better team. They have Cat and Jalen. And if we can get through Oklahoma City.
Sure,
knock
we're
on
getting
wood,
crazy, but
you
we're
know,
talking.
If we get through Oklahoma City, I'm like, we can get through. Oh, the Spurs can get through anything.
There, it's already starting.
Thank you. I'm
Yep.
going to try to keep it under 20.
We're breaking culture pillars here by talking this far in advance, as Coach Traylor would say. But
Yeah.
give me a 5. If the Spurs make it to the NBA Finals in their first run together in the playoffs with this young of a group,
Yeah.
it would be a straight 5. It would be equal part disappointment as much as it was celebration that their first playoff run together ended in a finals loss.
Just like LeBron.
And it's okay. It's funny you say that because what got me thinking about this was Andy and I did the radio show with Andy earlier today, and we were talking about, the LeBron gets it held against him, how many times he's lost in the finals. And my argument would be back, well, that means he finished second out of 30 teams. Like, what are we?
How often do we hear about Jerry West versus how often we hear about Magic and Larry Bird and Michael Jordan?
Sure.
You don't want to be Jerry West.
You don't. But LeBron is far from Jerry West.
Yeah, I know.
He's had way more hits than misses in the finals than Jerry West did. I don't know.
I forgot that they had to come back from a 20-point lead from that demon of a Detroit team with Chauncey, Rasheed, Ben, Prince, all that. in this
Oh,
game.
the great Tayshaun Prince.
Yeah, they came back from a 20-point deficit in the fourth quarter in Game 7 to get swept by San Antonio.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they did. I like that you've been brushing up on your early 2000s NBA history.
Hey, buddy.
The whole reason we were arguing about it is because sometimes when you get too caught up in the championship or bust mentality, I think you tend to undervalue what is and isn't a successful season. Because at the end of the day, 1 out of 30 wins the championship. And if you view success as either winning a championship or not, that means you would be saying if the Spurs lose in the NBA Finals, they had just as good of a season as the Washington Wizards, who just got the number 1 pick in the draft lottery. And that's insane to me. There has to be some level of credit given to a deep playoff run, a la LeBron being in 8 NBA Finals, only winning 4 of them. That still means he finished second in the league those other 4 years. And that to me, I don't do this to defend LeBron's legacy. I do it more in the eyes of a Spurs playoff run of, because we talked about this a couple months ago when we were
what would be a successful season.
Exactly. And we went back and it was, is it officially championship or bust again around here? And
it started out, we want to be in a playoff. We don't want to do a play-in game. Then whenever we start around the cup and we made it to the Amerites Cup, it changed to, wow, we can compete and beat OKC. We can beat the best. So now my expectations have gone higher.
Yeah, the expectations changed as the results.
Then we started battling for the number 1 seed to get the second best record in the league. My expectations got even higher. So partly it's their fault.
Yes. Well, like any good business or franchise, when you set the bar high, it's kind of on you when all of us are upset about falling short.
I will gaslight the Spurs. This is your fault.
Yeah, because
But I believe Wemby is cut from that one Derek Jeter cloth. There's only winning.
What time is it? You managed to get
with my new hat.
You managed. That is a fly hat. I'll give you that. You managed to get.
I'm just saying he's cut from the Derek Jeter cloth.
A Spurs Yankees comparison within the first 10 minutes of the program. I can tell. This is what happens when we only do one show a week. You've just got these Yankees comparisons bottled up inside of you.
We've been blown.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk a lot of Spurs notes, of course, combined with some greater. I've got some NBA news and notes for a main seggy because we did have the draft lottery over the weekend, the first one in 4 years that we haven't been living and dying.
Oh, Vince Carter's face.
We're gonna talk about that, but it is nice to have the Spurs locked in outside of the lottery.
Is it nice? Because Atlanta should have been in that lottery.
Well, and that's why the Spurs are picking 20th, because Atlanta escaped that. But it's nice to not have to live and die by the ping pong balls determining. We've already got our ping pong balls, and the most recent ping pong ball looks like
balls are already set.
Yeah, I was about to say that most recent ping pong ball looks like he is ready for the biggest moments in the playoffs, which we're going to talk about. Of course, Dylan Harper and the rest of the Spurs coming up, and lightning round to close it out. But before we go any further, there is a third member of this program that is the hardest working member of this program that we haven't heard from yet.
One would call him the Brockthaniel Purdy of the show.
Yeah,
that was for you, Greg.
And now we've got a Brock Purdy reference all within 10 minutes.
The hardest working man on our team.
Your work here is done. LG's work is just beginning. LG, tell the good people how they can help support the program.
Yeah, support the program by jumping into the chat here on YouTube. We are broadcasting live at Sports Cave Live. You can jump in the chat for free, or you can do what Greg has been doing, super chatting up in here. He says, let's close them wolves out. Race for Sace.
Yeah, buddy.
Love it, Greg.
Yep. Six, and he donated 99 more cents on top of that $5, and he says $6 for the Sace.
Okay.
Appreciate
go.
it, bro.
That's
Doubling up there. You can also follow us on social medias, sportscave.live on the ones that matter. And we also have an Amazon gift list in the description. Check it out. Buy us some things on our wedding registry.
Yeah, we've removed all of the 90s J model sports cars or tuner cars. We've removed those from the wanted list, but we could still, if you do throw anything out there as a super chat, of course, we'll get to it if it's on topic like Greg's was talking Spurs. If not, we'll get to it before the lightning round. Speaking of the lightning round, so we did a show on this day last year. We've now crossed over the 1 year mark. Also, this show tonight, this show will be the one that puts us over 16,000 streams total.
Hey.
So yeah, I mean, small benchmarks, small milestones, but I've been told we need to. I need
We
to
need to brag on
we need to
ourselves a
celebrate
little bit.
success a little more, and certainly doing a full year of shows now is one of those things to celebrate. But that also means we've got show notes from this day last year, and we're going to close out with today in sports history. But wait till you hear what we were just getting started talking about on this day last year.
I don't even know.
Because it is, you won't remember it, but as soon as I tell you,
Yeah, it's going to jog the memory.
it's going to jog it pretty quick. But now, I mentioned LG being the hardest working member of this program. I think LG is probably the hardest working Ticket 760 associated person right now, or person associated with the station right now. I
Emphasis on associated.
Associated.
Emphasis.
He doesn't have the laminate yet.
Well, and y'all are Ticket 760 associates.
Give me my press pass then, man.
Well, no,
this is BS. Dude.
That's
I deserve it. It's
we
been
gotta,
a year.
We gotta get some graduation from associate to affiliate. That's the next benchmark. We're building. It's a slow build.
It's a slow
But
burn.
look at how much we've built in a year. No,
Look at
LG,
these microphones, man.
So we talked the attempt to do a tied hour on these days now that LG is producing a morning show 6 to 8, heard on Ticket 760, also streamed live on YouTube every morning.
Known as the starting lineup.
The starting lineup, indeed. Now that LG is busy doing that, I've tried to keep these shows from, some of those shows were going like 2.5 hours. And you're sitting there looking at me like, all right, dude, you've said enough. Like, you can't, like, you're saying the same thing. Like, let's move it along, which I'll give you credit for. Last week, you did a great job as we were we were petering out in the weekend recap, and you moved it along to sports. But I've been trying to keep it a little tighter for LG's sake. But tonight,
do those Kegels.
Tonight, I got to keep it tighter for my own sake.
Uh-oh.
I haven't told Carl yet, but Carl reached out a couple days ago and asked if I would be free to pop on the morning show with him and LG.
Uh-oh.
That's right. So,
you're gonna break the fourth wall right now?
So Carl asked, and I told him, yeah, absolutely, man. What day are you thinking? What times are you thinking? And he threw it out there. He was like, well, any day you want, just come sit in with us. You know, just come hang out and do the show with us. I was like, oh, that sounds great. You have a segment idea, a time? He's like, oh, no, the 2 hours flies by. Just come do the whole show. And so I think
it just flies by.
I'm
man.
sure it does at 6 a.m. I'm sure.
Are you even gonna go to sleep? Or are you just gonna
I'm gonna
power
go to
through?
sleep.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go to sleep. You have it here. You heard it first. But since we have,
You hear that, roommate?
since we have the morning show producer here along with us on our program. First heard, well, not,
did
not
you
first
did you
heard,
even know
but
LG?
I knew he was reaching out. I didn't know there was a confirmation or anything.
There's been confirmation, but
You need to confirm it with LG first.
I'm providing further confirmation with the man that matters, the producer of that program.
Man behind the curtain.
How about we do a Puma Power Hour tomorrow, 7 to 8? How about I don't want to get in y'all's way. Y'all are killing it.
No, please get in my way. I've been BSing my way through sports takes for the last 15 days. So
like a proper radio
Just
morning
like the
show.
beginning with me.
It's great. No, look, it's
I had to start watching a lot more sports, and like everybody's like, "Why are you always watching?" And I'm like, "Shh, I gotta hear this. Put the subtitles on. I gotta get these points, man."
look, it's nice to be
These
able to
narratives
say
matter, man.
it's nice to be able to say, no, I'm working right now.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
that's
need to have 4 screens on sports because
Do I need the sound on? Yes, I need the sound on. This is work
that's work.
at the bar.
Do you want? Well, I mean, a lot of people work
Turn off that
remotely.
damn jukebox. We've all heard Journey 1,000 times. Put on the sports.
Yeah, we
It's freaking a playoff game, man. Is it too hard?
we don't need to hear the boomer rock that keeps getting played on repeat at most jukeboxes around the city. No, LG, I'm calling it now. I'm gonna 7 to 8 is locked in. I will be here for a full hour tomorrow morning
7 to 8.
doing the starting lineup with Carl Schoening and LG.
I got a bad feeling.
No,
Hey,
no,
LG,
no.
You want to take the over or the under on the 7? Like a little friendly bet. I'll let you choose first. Actually, I'll choose first. Over.
I'll do under by 5 minutes.
Okay, see?
I'm going to do over by 2 minutes. He's going to smoke a heater and he's going to lose train of thought.
Oh, no.
And he's going to be here 2 minutes late.
Y'all go straight at top of the hour, right? 7 o'clock.
The 7 o'clock hour is a floater.
Okay.
It's fluid. Dude.
Yeah. The 6 o'clock is hard.
I will be
That's
on.
a hard hour.
I will be on all 4 segments during the 7 o'clock hour.
All right.
Whatever time they start and end.
That's 43 minutes of sports talk with Puma.
That's 4.
It's a tight 43, dude.
That is a Puma Power Hour where I only do 43 minutes of work. That is the definition.
That's a Puma pounding power hour.
That is the definition, the triple P right there. No, I'm gonna aim for closer to 6:30.
Oh, buddy.
But I'm guaranteeing.
I definitely got the over on this one.
I'm guaranteeing 7 o'clock. I just don't want to get in y'all's way. I know y'all are building something out from scratch. You're still building.
See, he's already making the
Sure,
excuses,
sure.
LG. You
No,
hear him.
look.
See, he knows it. I've heard it. We've all heard it. Like, well, let's just see where it goes. And I'm like, okay, so it's not happening.
This is yours and I. This is mine and yours first time working together.
Yeah.
LG and I have worked together at least 3 different stops I can think of right now. LG's got a good understanding of how I operate,
Oh, I know.
certainly during morning hours. And I'm telling him, again,
Me and LG talk without you on the thread sometimes.
well, and look, here's the thing. I bet y'all do, actually. That doesn't surprise me. Here's the thing. It's a radio program. There's no time. You can't regain time if you lose it.
Yeah.
So, sometimes maybe in the past on YouTube shows where we were scheduled to do a show at 9 o'clock and I would get here at 9:15 and some people would be upset by that. I felt like I had some level of justice.
This is the ticket, man.
This is radio.
This is the ticket. This is the big leagues.
There
man.
is no. What is the roommate doing to that dog?
Who brought the dog?
Sweet Ellie.
There is no room for excuses or bad traffic. Like Puma Power Hour tomorrow morning,
have you-
7 to 8.
Are you dialing in the fact that there's a morning rush hour that you don't know of?
Not that early.
Not that early. Not in
that
this
early,
city.
okay.
So I drive to the airport quite frequently before 7 a.m. And it's a
I've
ghost
driven to
town.
the airport in the morning. Man.
Yeah, like, believe it or not, every now and then I beat the sun up.
Oh, buddy.
It's like once a quarter, and tomorrow will be my mandatory beat the sun up once a quarter day. But 7 to 8 tomorrow morning. I'm getting better.
See, I thought in the beginning, my last take on this, because we've been going on this about 15 minutes, I thought y'all were going to do it after this show. So you're going to have to talk through this show, and then y'all were going to pre-record. And that's why I was like, you're going to break the fourth wall and tell these people you've been doing them at night?
Oh, no. No, there's a certain...
They've been doing it in the morning lately. Like,
there's a certain
what was it, like
magic.
the first week they made you do it the night before or something?
Well, it was
It was a little test run, and,
yeah.
and most of the iHeart suits were on vacation that week, so they didn't want anything to go bad. So we
what the hell
played
is a
it safe.
vacation?
So the first week they launched, like, people were coming to me about tech issues. I was like, guys, like come on.
You're barking up the wrong tree right now.
Really, you gotta understand. I can barely get us on air every day, but no, we will. I've been getting better. Like I said, I remembered to promote the podcast today on Andy's show.
Got us some subscribies.
I'll take credit for it. I heard we got 5. You told me you did another gorilla sub.
Yeah. Snatched the phone, being
Love
like,
it.
how are you not following me already?
Love it.
I was a little ticked off.
See, and that's what we need. Out there, anyone listening, if you've got people in your life that aren't listening, even if they don't care about sports or they're never going to listen,
And they leave their phone open?
hit us. Yeah, and they leave their phone open. First of all, check the text messages. Make sure.
See, what you do is you go to the photos and go to the hidden file.
You can't get in there without the Face ID or the password.
Some people don't know how to set that.
You can build a hidden file of photos on your phone.
You sure can.
Sure can, buddy. Oh, well, it's not
Let's-
the hidden files. It was the deleted files. They
Deleted, it's different than hidden. Hidden's
Yeah.
always password protected.
It's the deleted ones, like, because the password protected. But if you go to the deleted files, they've actually made that face like you need a password for that one too.
Let's circle back on this. Let's circle back because I was
Every time I grab a phone, like when I was doing Gorilla Tech, and I'm like, all right, photos deleted,
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
like, oh, give me my phone.
Recently deleted is password protected.
Okay.
All right.
They did an update on that one about a year ago.
Did y'all ever know anybody
I'm a
that
big perv.
worked at a no way? Anybody that worked at a cell phone store?
No, but I worked for Apple for 2 years doing iPhone support.
Okay, that'll do it too.
Of course, he worked for Apple. Ooh, he's
So,
so cool.
My buddy,
Worst job I ever had.
town of I can imagine.
Now we just lost a sponsor, LG. Like,
Well,
yay, Apple.
Apple's worried about getting Xi Jinping's money, not ours, or not giving it to us. I had one buddy, or town of under 3,000 people where I grew up. We had one cell phone store, and my buddy ran it. Some of the stuff,
Oh, he would look through the photos.
it wasn't even intentional. They would bring it in and be like, "It's not, this isn't," and they're just showing it to him. It's like it's not, and he would just be like, "I can't believe they just they have to care because it's kept private, but I can't believe did they just forget or some of that kind of stuff like." Some of the stuff we learned about our friends' parents was
A lot of sphincters.
quite eye-opening. yes, a lot of sphincters. Besides that, though, LG, everything is. Have you been able to keep the morning show on air every day this week?
So far, yeah.
Okay, well then
Hey,
tomorrow I have.
When the wheels are going to come off tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I now see how I'm going to get.
But you have the
blamed.
resident iHeart tech,
That's right.
the computer tech.
There we go.
There you go. In the
You're
building.
you're in good hands.
We'll have
We'll
2
be.
out of 3 official iHeart employees will be here tomorrow. Yes.
Hey, yeah, that's actually right. Yeah, that is. We'll have.
Can iHeart sponsor us yet? Can we get some money?
Well, we're
Like,
sponsored.
I
I mean,
mean-
we're an iHeart.
Well,
Product,
Where's my check,
program.
man? I'm broke.
Well, like I said, you're an associate. Like we're building.
Come on.
We're
man.
still building. Yeah, the only other I've got a couple things before we get into Spurs notes. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. I asked LG before the show. I'm going to ask you just simple yes or no question. Do you know who the hell Chud the Builder is?
Unfortunately, yes.
Give me 30 seconds on Chud the Builder.
He is a ass
Okay.
who just rage baits with racial slurs and uses his big frame. It's like me if I wanted to go around just saying the N-word to everybody and being like blah, 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 and just see what they do. And then he threatens to mace them if they get mad and try to attack him.
Well, apparently he did more than mace. He's being charged with attempted murder.
Oh, he's being charged with attempted murder? So
Yes.
it's something more than that restaurant crap that recently happened?
I think he got involved in a shootout. Because the only headline I saw, and these are my favorite kind of headlines where I have, no idea who the person is. It was just Chud the Builder charged with attempted murder. And
Dude, if you would have told me who that was 3 days ago, I'm like, nah, I wouldn't have known.
See, and we're getting these characters pop up every other week now. Like it was clavicular, and all the look maxing rise. It rose to the point of cable news networks talking about doing segments on look maxing. Now we've got Chud the Builder.
Yeah. Someone named Chud. I thought it was Chad, and then it was like, no, it's Chud. And I'm like, he seems like a special type of guy.
I mean, from everything you just said,
I'm like, did you say Chode the Builder?
I was about to say, from everything you just said, it's kind of the perfect name. It's like it kind of
he would
fits.
literally just.
Except I don't understand the Builder.
the one thing I heard about is he was at a Nashville restaurant, started live streaming and dropping the N-bomb and being rude and all this stuff. And he was like, they told him to quit the live stream. And he's like, well, I'm not paying for my food. And he got arrested. And I got $5,000 bond, got out, played the victim.
So I think later that day, because I think the charges are out of Nashville. I think later that day, he got into a shootout with somebody. He got grazed in the shoulder. The other guy got hit, but non-life threatening.
He's the one where you F around and find out, like, keep doing what you're doing, bud. You ain't going to make it past 25.
So in this ever-evolving media landscape that we are currently participating in,
Yeah.
Chud the Builder's doing numbers while we're sitting here. Like, I'm not suggesting
like millions of views.
not suggesting we follow in the footsteps at all. But this is our competition. Clavicular and guys like Chud the Builder.
Oh, man. When they say there needs to be regulations on TikTok, sometimes I agree. Even though I'm not for regulating things.
So
But when we have guys like this is a kid who played Xbox, Call of Duty, and just would scream the N-word over and over and over and over for the whole match.
Yeah, this is what he looks like.
You, this is him grown
when he
up.
grows up. Yeah, you're probably not
This
far
is
off.
that kid. And we all, if you play video games, you know that guy, that kid. Because you just have to mute him. And it's just...
Also, if you're
Why?
that guy, because it gets
You got a million views. Like, I guess, man. Also get you shot.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not willing. I don't want any of my sports opinions to ever result in attempted murder charges.
Even all your anti-WNBA talk.
Well, look. Okay, hypothetical. If the Silver Stars were still in San Antonio, and I told you they would win the championship this year, or I would hand you a $20 bill. Which would you take?
20.
Okay, thank you. So, moving on.
And I'd go to a Stars game.
Hey,
Support
there you go.
WNBA.
Circle back around. No, it's bad when Nick Fuentes is distancing himself from you, which is also what I saw. We've got Seb Gorka and Alex Jones beefing. Seb Gorka calling Alex Jones a domestic fun times. I
love all
in
these
the
people
media
who-
sphere.
They get like Nick Fuentes and all these white supremacists, and they're like, we're not bad people. We can have these values. There's black universities and all their stupid points that make absolutely no sense.
A bit devoid of historical context.
Very not reading the context at all. And then when they get all the views and start getting want to get paid by sponsors, well, Oh, I'm not that racist, you know.
Yeah, no,
like,
that was just-
come on, like
That was just me
I'm
being
like,
edgy.
nah, man. I was like stand 10 toes down on what you said, bro.
These are the same people that remind
You know?
you that Democrats started the KKK.
Yeah.
Again, lacking a little historical context, but not necessarily wrong. The only other thing I had for you from the weekend before we talk some baseball real quick, because I assume you've got a Yankee minute.
It's not a good one.
I figured, but is your best player in an 0 for 27 slump?
No.
No?
No.
So we'll talk about that in a minute. The only other thing I had for you, I've never seen you smoke. Like, are you a cigar guy? No. Will you? I didn't take it as that. LG, do you ever smoke cigars when you're on your world travels?
No, never.
Okay. So as everyone is fully aware, I'm a bit of a smoker, not cigar, chain smoke heaters during
Those are expensive.
anxiety, but especially the hipster ones I'm buying for no reason. Because they're healthier. They're more natural.
Sure.
They're from the earth.
Cool. You could be full on and go just roll your own tobacco and have a little pouch and a little
Oh
thing.
yeah, like the
You
Spaniards
used to do
did.
that. I know you used to do that.
Get yourself some tops.
Yeah, there you go.
LG knows exactly what part of the quad at Texas State where I would sit and roll up my cigarettes for the day ahead. I was that
buddy.
guy at Texas State, unfortunately, only for a minute. I got lazy. It wasn't worth it.
Some bugler.
Yeah, that's right.
Bugler,
Yes,
yeah, the
that's
tin
right.
can and,
so
like-
you could even get American Spirit tobacco and roll your own. But no, I ask that because last Friday night, Spurs playing what was that game? That was game 4. That was game
What?
4. That was the
Friday?
ejection game. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Wemby getting ejected.
What is this? What is this ejection, man?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So
Little Jamaican.
we're sitting. Yeah, it was a blend, but I can't say anything. Every accent I try to do just becomes a Russian oligarch by the end of it. So we're sitting. It's
You
an
gotta-
outside.
I gotta do like Pepe Le Pew. Hey, Pepe Le Pew, what's this ejection? I'm just here smoking my cigarette.
Kind of getting back into the Frenchy
Kind of
Frenchman.
went Spanish at
I
that.
was about to say, mixed with a little like ghetto Italian in there
Here's
too.
a fun fact: Pepe Le Pew is actually Italian in France.
There you go. Wait, what? So
Because the joke is better if he's Italian.
if
in
you make
France.
fun of the
Yeah.
Italian,
Oh, because Looney
Sexist.
Tunes came back during World War II times, and the Italians were part of the Nazi regime.
yeah, they were.
You don't want to make fun of the French.
Another dictator we don't talk about nearly as much. That Mussolini,
Hey, the Mussolini.
wasn't that great. So we're watching the Spurs game, indoor, outdoor bar. We sit outside so I can smoke. It's a full courtyard, beer garden, uncovered in the back. But where all the TVs are, it's a patio. And it's probably, from TV on the wall to where the roof of the patio stops, probably 12,
Nobody cares.
16 to 20 feet. Well, I'm trying to describe. It's a pretty big space.
There you go.
Okay. So everyone sits out there, smokes, no big deal. A guy came and sat down next to us and sparked up a cigar.
Oh,
And everyone out there is smoking cigarettes. He's the only guy smoking a cigar.
and
He's
y'all turned your
sitting-
nose up at him.
No. I defended him, but there were multiple people that went and asked him to move further into the courtyard away from everybody. And he was like, well, then I can't see the game.
The audacity.
Right.
The audacity of these smokers that smoke cigarettes and not cigars.
But not cigars.
You
Look.
have to go sit in the corner.
There's a huge difference. in-
One's more pungent. I think they both smell like trash.
They both, yeah. Well, I think cigars smell better than my cigarettes for sure.
Yeah.
But I also understand someone like, the roommate she wasn't one of the, trio of
Yeah.
people bitching at him. But I can understand when she says the cigarettes stink more than the cigar does. You know, the cigar just naturally smells better, but it's so much stronger. And to make things worse, the dude is sitting right in front of a fan. So it's just blowing his cigar smoke all down the row.
I love it.
There's
dude.
kids there.
Oh, there's kids.
Because-
and the smokers in the smoking area.
It's outdoors. The smoke dissipates. You can't
God,
get
y'all
get
don't have
secondhand.
respect for the kids and not burn a heater right next to a 5-year-old.
How about respect an adult and not bring your kids to a bar?
Was there a playground?
There might be a playground.
There
But they
we
weren't
go.
at the playground. They were watching the Spurs game with all their.
One would say it's a restaurant
smokers.
until 9 o'clock when it turns into a bar.
So that's exactly what it does. But they're making exceptions for the late starts and allowing families to stay until the Spurs game ends.
And one would
which
think
is
a
also
cigarette smoker would make the exception of not smoking around those kids for that one game. No.
maybe others, but not this guy. No, I'm treating it exactly like I would, regardless. So
Ain't my kid. I don't give a shit.
I understood some of the frustration with the guy, but I was also some of the people that were walking up to him and complaining were exactly the type of people you're probably envisioning in your head.
Yeah.
The type of people that,
White.
well, yeah. Start with that. Also, maybe the type of people that move into a neighborhood and buy a $600,000 to $800,000 house, fully renovate it, and then complain about all of their neighbors. Maybe those type of people. You know, the again.
The ginger fires.
That's right. Yeah, it was a real. But again, I think the guy smoking the cigar was also one of those people.
Yeah.
Like it was a gentrification battle between the two of them.
The cigar is such an elite thing for me where I'm like, ooh, I'm smoking a cigar. I'm so much better than you, you know? But no.
If you're the only one, the only thing I would say, if you're the only one smoking the cigar,
Yeah.
maybe there's some context clues that it's not really a cigar type of place.
Yeah.
Maybe. But
If you're smoking cigarettes,
It's not the same.
You can't sit there and say anything to a cigar smoker.
see, I tend to agree with you.
And if I'm smoking the devil's lettuce, just leave me be.
Okay,
All
so
right?
that's the other thing. A lot of these bars I've noticed now,
they don't. they
what are you
don't
going to do?
say anything.
CBD? What
Exactly.
is CBD? Test it. It's just
Hey,
CBD.
if you sell Keef, those little weed drinks that have
Oh, yeah.
like get all this stuff in your bar, do not complain if I'm out there burning a heater outside. I'm like, you're part of the culture now.
It does kind of feel,
yeah.
it feels like you can't have it both ways there.
Absolutely not, man. That nothing more pisses me off when someone is like, "Oh, don't go out there," and I'm like, "You're selling weed drinks, bro.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
Whether-
It's THCA. It's legal for now."
For now. Until the lower court
Yeah, exactly.
gets overruled by the Texas Supreme Court because it looks like it's going that way. You want to do a Yankee Minute?
Yes, sir.
Oh, LG, set the clock. Let's give him 60 seconds uninterrupted to talk about the goddamn Yankees.
Oh, those damn Yankees, man. They are killing me. We get swept by an actual good team in the Brewers. It's not our first, our second sweep of the year. After going on a historical run, only 2 other times, I believe, we had the first month of April with the record we had. I think it was 21-12 before we just start becoming ass. And we call up some youngins due to some injuries, like Spencer Jones, he models his hitting style from Ohtani, but is hitting more like a Rangers player, which means not at all. So then we call up another player.
Unnecessary.
Unfortunately, you shut your mouth. And we have to now deal with one Anthony Volpe once again because Cabrera went down when he was starting to get in his groove. And the first thing he does is make an error. And it is a sad show in the Yankees.
I missed that y'all called Volpe back up.
First game.
He'll fit.
Error.
He'll fit.
First game.
nicely in the lineup right between Tommy Shaw and Ted Nugent.
Social is roasting Volpe, man. I'm like, just don't go online, dude. Like,
Someone out there,
New York is getting them.
someone out there just loved that damn Yankees reference. Just for the record,
Really?
someone loved that. There's one guy that still listens
Yeah.
to damn Yankees and I didn't realize y'all called Volpe back up.
Yeah. The Cabral officially went on the 10-day IL with a fracture in the finger. So hopefully it's not more than 10 days because Volpe,
Okay, quick. You keep talking like it's Volopian. It's Volpe.
Volpe.
No, not Volope.
You don't get your name until you stop making errors, bro. You're killing me.
I've noticed.
I don't wear my Yankees hat. I got lots of them. I've stopped wearing it because it's a Spurs run. But I'm like, I need some juice, and I'm thinking the Sports Cave will give the Yankees some juice to let us get off this stupid losing streak, and Max Fried goes down. Give me another minute.
Any update? Any update on Fried?
Supposed to have the MRI. I have not seen anything, so I'm assuming if it was bad, it would have been ESPN alerts.
Yeah, I saw
because that was damn near the Cy Young last year.
Yeah, I saw the start where he left out. You're talking like your team is 10 games under 500. You're still 10 games over.
But we're not number one in the East. The Yankees are number two.
Yeah, because of the Rays.
Why are they so good?
It took a walk-off grand slam by the Blue Jays yesterday to beat the Rays. The Rays are freaking, they're doing it again.
Why? How? It's just not fair. We spend a lot of money, man.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You sound like a most of our guys are fan.
Most of our guys are like the guys are homegrown, like Judge, Spencer Jones, Dominguez.
What's the last big free agent?
Schlittler is going on his dude. He's about to win a Cy Young.
Yeah, he's a stud.
He's a rocket.
What's the last big free agent signing y'all had?
Fried.
Yeah, but he wasn't big money.
We were going after.
That was almost more of a reclamation project.
Who were you? I think we were going after. Was it Tatis or no? Who were we in the running for?
Soto?
2 years.
You were
No, it wasn't Soto because we got him in a trade. It wasn't this year, but it was last year. It was who was the big free agent that everybody was going after?
Tucker? No, that was
that was last year. The year before last. Anyway, we were going after someone. We didn't get him, and then that was our big signing.
So the last big signing, you have to go all the way back to Garrett Cole, back to 2019.
Garrett Cole before that. So it was Giancarlo, Garrett Cole, then I would say Max Fried. And Rodon, he was never going to come a number one. He was coming in to be a number two behind Cole. So,
yeah, I mentioned the 0 for 27 streak. I don't know if you've seen it, but Corey Seager.
I figured it was a Texas Rangers. That's why I was like, unlike the Texas Rangers.
0 for 27 over his last 7 games.
But he was hitting it like on us, like it was nothing, cranking home runs and RBIs.
Well, that was over 7 games ago because the last week of baseball for him has been the absolute worst slump of his career. He's 5 years into the 10-year deal he signed. He's 32 years old. The Rangers are currently a game below 500, getting ready to, off tonight, travel to Houston for a weekend series in what arguably is the least exciting Rangers-Astros series I can remember for the last 5 years.
Did you get swept or did you get one?
It starts tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rangers a game under 500.
Sweep them, baby.
Astros 8 or 9 games under 500.
They're still like bottom 5 in the league, right?
Yeah, they're barely ahead of the Angels. They are a game ahead of the Angels in the AL West.
All right, you got me. Now that I know who Pol Pot is, thank you for the super chat, Miguel. Eso Scobre Curio Jr.
Just say it fast. Just say it fast.
Schlittler, who's next? Show Pol Pot.
Show Pot. Okay.
Hey, if he can pitch like Schlittler, I'll take him.
Yeah. Well, and it would be very Yankees. You know, we'll take anybody if they're good at baseball. No. Just gotta,
That's Houston. That's Houston with the reliever who beat up like.
Hey,
70,
well, actually, we can bash the Astros. That's
75
fine with me.
games, and then we get him, and thank God we got him to that female reporter.
Yeah, that was the old assistant general manager. I can't remember that guy's name. Not the best look. There's just no juice in the. I mean, both the American League West is terrible.
Yeah.
The Athletics are leading the division at 500 or one game over 500. The Astros look completely lost. The Rangers went 10 days without scoring more than 5 runs. They have no offense. Every time they win, last night was an exception. Last night, well, it wasn't until it was. They were leading 3-2 going into the 9th inning. They give up 9 runs in the top of the 9th. Somehow score. Wait, did I say 9 runs? Give up 3 runs in the top of the 9th. Somehow score 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th to win it, walk off with 2 outs. But it was the first time all season they've actually situationally hit and come through in the clutch. But the team still has no. They're batting Jock Peterson at leadoff. Do you remember how much I was complaining about Jock Peterson last year?
He's a Frenchie.
He was brought in to mash. And now they're trying him out at leadoff because they don't have any better options. It's looking like we're gonna have a long summer ahead of us once we become a baseball.
Division, you're not out of it in that division.
Unfortunately, as much as I like that, that's also a part of the problem, I think, for the Rangers right now. Mm-hmm. Because if this was 5-10 years ago when there weren't nearly as many wild card teams, I think the Rangers would be looking to move Seager. I think they'd be looking to move DeGrom.
Oh, you think they'd blow up the team?
I think they would, because they would see how far away from winning a championship they are.
Yeah.
And now, with their pitching, if they can get into the playoffs
in the season.
I know.
Early. You're talking about blowing up the team before the All-Star break.
I'll tell you why. Because it's the same offense as last year. That's the biggest problem. The pitching was the best starting 5 in all of baseball last year. Mm. It's still good this year. It's had some dips, but it's good enough to be a winning ball club, be better than just a winning ball club, be a really good ball club. They just can't score more than 3 runs. You remember that stat?
Well, if you want to blow up your team and give us some bullpen players, because I swear to God, if Duvall blows another save blows another game for the Yankees, why do we keep putting them in pressure situations?
That is the one thing. The Rangers have been good about finding 1-year flyer bullpen guys.
Dude, just give us somebody.
Well, again, if it was up to me
and my Yankee thread, we're going through it.
If it was up to me,
going through it, man.
I'd be already thinking about what I could get for some of the higher paid guys on that roster. But yeah, because it's so early, because there's so many teams that make the playoffs now, I think the Rangers will do exactly what they did last year. They'll be small buyers at the deadline. It won't be enough to push them any further, and they'll basically waste another year of some of these guys' prime. But
you can always keep on hope. How many runs have we seen to teams that go to the series? And like the Rockies,
how about the
Washington Nationals?
How about the 2023 Texas Rangers?
There you go.
Like that looks
who knows?
That looks more and more like a fluke by the game.
But
the further we get,
chip, dude,
we did. Didn't really have much of an emotional attachment to any of the guys on the team except for like 2. But we got to
work
chip.
one off to one of the guys on the team to get him emotionally involved.
The 2023 team won a World Series. The 2010 and 2011 teams are still my favorite 2 Ranger teams ever.
Yeah.
And then 2023. That's my third. Actually, the World Series team might not even be top 3. I might take some of those bad Rusty Greer, Juan Gonzalez Pudge teams of the 90s.
Yeah.
Before they were beating the Yankees in a playoff series.
Oh, the one time.
Hey, it still counts.
Those are those early 90s Yankees. Don Mattingly just couldn't get a ring, man.
That's my favorite Rangers team ever. The one led by Johnny Oates that beat the Yankees in a playoff series for the first time ever. You want to talk some Spurs?
You live in the past, of course.
Oh, let's roll into some Spurs notes. Where do you want to start? Because I've got a lot of notes. I think we start with the elbow and the ejection.
So my biggest thing, something I didn't know until watching this game. Timberwolves have to be one of the most physical teams in the playoffs right now for sure.
And it's not fake physical like Oklahoma City. It's not.
Rudy Gobert is tricky, like grabbing legs, grabbing shirts. They're just like veteran. Like you see that they've been to. There's a reason why they're at the Western Conference Finals for 3 years. It's these little things that they do that is like old veteran moves, against the young guys, and it's working. It's getting underneath. It got underneath the skin of Wemby. And they're sitting there grabbing ankles, rolling. They rolled up on Fox's knee.
Yeah, diving for the ball.
Diving for the ball when you're throwing your butt right onto his leg. He knew what he was doing. He wasn't going for the ball. He was looking to hurt and go and look like he was going for the ball. So yeah, the physicality. I haven't seen this since probably that Detroit team. Like I wasn't watching Bad Boys. Like I was probably 6 years old.
Yeah, we were kids.
Time.
Yeah,
but I've seen highlights, but the ones that I've seen was the 2005 finals. We were beating they were beating each other up. And
it was still Ben Wallace physical.
Yeah, Ben Wallace and Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The non-Wallace brothers.
Yeah.
I think the first reaction when I saw the replay, I was pretty convinced it was going to be a clear flagrant 2 ejection. And
it was an ejection.
I was one of about 3 people. It was me and the cigar guy and one other person that were like, yeah, he's getting ejected.
That was a Kevin Willis, line him up, looking over his shoulder, and then just throwing the elbow and acting like, oh, I didn't do that on purpose.
1,000%.
He got him, man.
And he got his money's worth.
Dude.
And he got the...
You didn't see no complaining from Wemby?
No. Oh, you didn't see complaining, but as you alluded to, he had to have been doing a bit there.
Oh, what is that?
What does that mean?
I think he didn't hear it. Oh, what does that mean, flagrant 2? Oh, who knows? You think it's a bit?
I would like to think, sometimes when you hear like an NFL mic'd up on the sideline cut, and it's the guys like not knowing overtime rules or not knowing 2-point conversion rules, or you hear every now and then.
Has Wemby ever been part of a game where his teammate or another teammate has gotten a flagrant 2 ejection?
Surely at one point or another.
I don't think that's international. I think they call it something different in international. So all the time.
Yeah, they call it assault.
They charge you.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone have to do a deep dive to see if he was ever a part of a game with a flagrant 2, and I could see where his general confusion, because I can't remember one where it was so physical someone had to get a flagrant 2 in recent memory.
I don't have memory off the top of my head. I would assume over his 3 seasons, someone got ejected in some game.
Yeah, but
maybe not. The reason I think it was I shouldn't say I think it was a bit. There's a very good chance, like I said, we've seen other athletes not know certain rules of the game they play. That's not the surprising part.
It was like I didn't know there was a tie in football.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's even worse when it's your head coach. Then you got real problems.
Yeah.
To me, it's one of 2 things. There's either he knew the rule, knew he had gotten ejected, and was doing it to build up confidence, build it because he went and, high-fived everybody, told everybody, go out, whatever, win one for the Gipper, whatever.
Well, because he
said.
knows that team can beat them without him.
Sure.
Like they destroy him with him, except for that first game, which all of them had lag on. Like all of them had lag from the big time off, and they just couldn't hit a shot. But they handled them pretty nicely without Wemby.
Oh, save for the last 5 minutes of that fourth quarter. Yeah. I mean, they had an 8-point lead halfway through the fourth. Granted, 8-point lead in the modern NBA is not that much.
That will tie into my other rant, and it's going to be on the most paid Spur we have. But let's continue on this journey of Wemby getting ejected.
So just like I knew as soon as I saw the replay that it was going to be an ejection, I also knew in that moment that was the only penalty he was going to serve. There wasn't going to be a suspension moving forward. And the only reason I'll tell you why, the NBA has been, for all of their flaws, have been very consistent about track records meaning something.
Exactly.
Go back and look at someone pulled the clip, because the internet is forever. Someone pulled the clip of the first time Draymond Green was ejected from a game. It was for throwing an elbow. Draymond got a flagrant 2, got ejected, no suspension because he had no track record. Now, obviously, we know what the track record became, which is now why he faces a suspension for softer things than what Wemby did.
Yeah,
it's all about the fact that Wemby had
Ron Artest at Meta World, aka Meta World Peace.
You start to get penalized differently based on the recurrence of you doing stupid stuff like that. That's why I thought there was and the NBA doesn't want Wemby to miss a game in this series. I mean, outside of the track record and what they base
a pivotal game 5, dude.
Okay.
Like, come on. They're not going to. If they did that, I'm like, you're killing your product.
Kind of like momentum drives me up a wall.
What? Oh.
Pivotal. That also sends me crazy. I got Uncle Andy to wade into the momentum debate on the radio show today. You should go back and listen to the podcast. No, the pivotal game 5. I'll tell you this. Pivotal in the sense, as we all heard the stat, 81% of the time, the team that wins game 5, when the series is tied 2-2, they go on to win the series. So, sure, absolutely pivotal. But I feel like a lot of the cliches, like momentum, like pivotal, like the phrase playoff experience.
Does cliche mean reality?
No, it means instead
I know what
of
cliche means.
No, I know. No. I'm saying in this instance, though, it means instead of taking the time to further analyze the reason something happened, we just assign it this cliche title of like, well, they got the momentum. Well, it was actually the turnovers and the missed free throws, and like it was more than that.
Yeah.
Or the pivotal game 5. Well, if you just say that, you're leaving out the context of, well, why is it pivotal? It's pivotal because 4 out of 5 times the team that wins that game wins that playoff series. And I started to get into this a little bit last week Tuesday with Andy on the radio show. And the phrase playoff experience is now starting to hit that point of overused cliche to me.
You don't
and I'll
think
tell you why.
Okay, so tell me why, and I'll rebuke.
When I say the phrase playoff experience, what's the first thing you think of? What does that mean?
You played a lot of playoff games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just net statement. It means you've been there a lot. What kind of analysis or what kind of opinion can you form just off being told this guy has played 80 playoff games and this guy has played 10?
The pressure. Like, do you ever remember? I never went as far into like athletics as you did, to college and all that stuff.
Sure.
But I still remember my first tournament getting closer and closer in baseball. You know, to get to the big game, you're getting nervous.
And you're building the pressure with each round you go.
But after doing that 8-9 times, I was comfortable. I was more eager than nervous. I was sitting there trying to install fear into these people and get in their heads, because I'm just like, oh, I see them nervous just like I was, 2 years ago. So I feel there is an advantage to that.
I think there certainly can be. That's not no argument there. I think that the understanding how to deal with the pressure of a playoff moment, of a playoff series, of a game 5 when you're tied 2-2 in the series, completely agree. It's understanding what that pressure is going to feel like, and you can only feel that if you've had the experience.
Yeah.
The phrase that kept coming to mind in my head thinking about that game 5, where the Spurs are clearly the better team in this series. They should have won game 1. They had a wide open 3 with their best percentage 3-point shooter taking the final shot.
But not a very good percentage off the dribble.
Minor detail. Should have won game 1. Game 4, your otherworldly superstar gets ejected. You still have an 8-point lead in the fourth quarter, and you lose. But the games you've won have been
Blowouts.
Dominant.
Yeah.
Right. So in my head, thinking back to that game 5, when I was hearing the phrase, because everyone was saying, the Timberwolves have the playoff experience of being in this pivotal game 5 environment, this pivotal game 5 situation where they know the winner of this game goes on, all of everything, all of the cliches that go along with it. To me, what that is scars being formed. It's the scars of knowing the pressure that you're going to be subjected to during that game, but also having the scars of losing a game like that. Because I think that is the part of playoff experience that matters more than anything else. Knowing what it feels like to lose that game, not knowing what it feels like to win that game.
I've heard this take. I've heard this take about through some of the talking heads. Yes, like it's like one of those things. Like, do you learn more from how many times do you remember winning versus that horrible loss? You remember that horrible loss way more than you remember those 4 dominant games.
You remember the scars more than you remember the success.
Exactly.
The success comes with a ring. The losses come with a mark, a scar.
And to those people who have that Mamba mentality, a la Kobe,
A mark, a mission, a brand, a scar. Don't worry.
What?
Someone else loved that reference too. It's a dashboard confessional.
Oh man, way to break my train of thought.
I know, I
let's
couldn't
get
help
it back.
it.
All right, so when that scar is formed on losing, some will crumble underneath that when
Sure.
it shows up again. That scar will fester. They'll start remembering it. But then it's those dogs, it's those killers that will sit there and be like, never again. You got me once.
Exactly.
You're never going to nick me again. Protect your neck.
And that's where, thinking about, even we talked about the Thunder team last year not having a whole lot of playoff experience.
Yeah.
They had scars, though. They had the scars of Luka torching them in the second round the year before. They had some level of scars among the veterans within that group that knew what it felt like to lose a game 5 when the series was tied, because you know what you're up against at that point. There's some level of, again, I'm not suggesting I wanted the Spurs to get the scars of a loss there at all, but that was thinking about the value of playoff experience in that game. That was a moment that showed me the Spurs are not going to be held back by that lack of experience this year, because that was very easily a game where you said the pressure could have been too much. Wemby coming back from the ejection, trying to do too much, trying to over insert himself and back
like
into
overcompensate, trying to come back, do too much.
any of that. And instead we got a 27 point,
But what is he doing
17 rebound,
Yeah, what does he do in the first quarter?
18 points.
Exactly. You don't think he was doing a lot.
He was doing a lot, but
then he knew to dial it back because they were closing in. They're trying to double team him, but he knows like, hey, someone's open. These are shooters, but we got people who know how to drive to the basket. Let these people cook. Let Harper cook. Let Castle cook. Castle is not getting a damn call to save his life. I don't get it, but
I kind of get it. I'll tell you,
is it the hair like moving, like constant?
No, I think it's just no one in the first round, no one on Portland had the star power that had the whistle Anthony Edwards does.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of. It's
just not Anthony Edwards that.
I mean, Julius Randle, he's gotten
They're all
switched
beating
on
them
to.
up.
They are, but it's the foul. The majority of the fouls he's getting called are when he's guarding Ant.
Oh no, I'm talking about the fouls he's not
Oh,
getting.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I know Ant's gonna get his calls.
Yeah,
and
I'm
stuff.
with you now. When
Yeah.
he's on offense, not getting the calls.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm with you now.
We're talking about the one where Randall pushed through him and he kind of looked like he pulled down. The 50-50 calls, I can see where he's not going to get those. But I'm talking about he's getting beat up just as much as Wemby because they know when he's on fire and Wemby's on fire, it's game over. Area 51 is real. The files have been released.
Okay. Yeah, I heard. So we were listening to the. It was game 5. We were listening because it was a 7 o'clock tip off. So I was listening to the first part of the game Tuesday, driving home from the station after doing Andy. So I was able to catch Carl's pregame intro, and he started. I need to go back and pull because we might need to replay this audio clip, maybe even tomorrow in the Puma Power Hour on the
Puma Power Hour
on the starting lineup. Carl started with, earlier this week, the U.S. government released files suggesting that we have been visited by extraterrestrial life. Here in San Antonio, we've known that for quite a while because Area 51 now resides. Dude, look, that's what
Carl,
that job is. That's what that role is. And it was a perfect. But you just delivered the same stupid line, and
But
now
I said
you're
it so much better. Sorry,
no,
Carl.
no, I would.
Mine was a little bit sweeter.
Yeah.
It was boom.
His came
The
with
files have been
Spurs
released.
credentials. Yours was more of the Knicks fan outside of the Garden delivering the line. But no, it's a good line. It plays well. But now I just think all of the talk about the Spurs team in general, like I do, obviously those scars are going to form the longer, this team stays together. And I know you want to talk about.
That's why I think this game 6 is, well, here's the thing. The city has a scar from a pivotal game 5. We all know it. The .4 shot. That was the game 5 with the Lakers in 2004, coming off our championship with the core 3. And that hurt. That hurt the city.
That was a big scar.
And what happened in game 6? They nicked our neck. We were bleeding out. So don't tell me momentum and a pivotal game 5 doesn't mean something when you get your heart ripped out so badly in a .4 scenario to get up for a game 6 elimination game.
So
that's tough. That's why it's 80%. That's why it's 80%. Whoever wins game 5, like a 2-2 game 5, wins it all because that person's bleeding on the floor, especially if it's a close game. I'd rather have a blowout during a game 5.
That's not momentum. Like that is.
That's not momentum for the Lakers. You don't think the Lakers were juiced? You don't think the Lakers are like, we have our foot on their neck?
So explain.
And we're going to put them under. They're bleeding out.
Same logic.
Yeah.
I swear we
That'll
won't.
get me-
I swear we
I'm
won't
amped up
get
just
hung,
thinking about it, man.
hung up on this too long. Same logic.
Yeah.
Why did the momentum not carry over for Minnesota from game 1 to game 2? Where they
Because-
win a tight game, Spurs miss a 3 to win it. Why did that momentum not?
Because Wemby wasn't there.
Wemby was there.
What, game 1 to game 2?
Yeah, game 1 to game 2.
Well,
Why did Minnesota
because
not?
it's early. The later in the series, the momentum has to come
Okay, sorry.
throughout.
I'm learning.
Either throughout
I'm trying to learn the rules of what is and what isn't momentum because again,
here's my
it
thing.
feels like all of this can be explained by actual data and statistics instead of this magical boogeyman that is momentum.
I'm going to put an exclamation mark on this momentum and we can move on.
Please do because I got a lot
When
more.
the best of the best, the coaches, the players, the people who are there on the court or on the field or on the pitch,
You've
or
made this
on
argument
anything,
that I'm not.
if they believe in momentum, I'm going to listen to them.
Do you think Tim Duncan would say the reason they lost game 6 after Derek Fisher hit the .4 shot was because of momentum? Do you think he would say that? I don't think he would.
I think he said we were gutted after that.
Sure.
We thought we won, and they come back with the point.
Gutted?
As Tim Duncan would say, that was a Tim Duncan we.
Yeah, that doesn't count as a
worked.
buzzer.
That worked. No buzzer.
Gutted, yes.
Yes.
But he wouldn't say the reason they lost that series was because the Lakers got the momentum with the .4 shot. I don't think you would ever hear him credit momentum as the reason they lost that series.
Hey, LG, try to get Timmy on the show for
Yeah,
us. so we
get
can ask
on
him-
that. Yeah, get on that.
So we can ask him this question.
Elsewhere, with some, we did have a sighting. Speaking of Area 51, we had a different type of sighting.
What was that?
How about 21 points off the bench for Keldon Johnson?
Oh, buddy, man.
We got a Keldon sighting. We got
Dude, he was juiced.
playing with the crowd, getting the crowd into it. Also, LG was on site. It sounded through the speakers like it was a raucous
Yeah.
crowd.
Was that one of the loudest games you've heard yet, LG?
It was the loudest game.
The loudest game.
Because it's a
Game 5.
pivotal. It's a pivotal game 5. The
Because
crowd
San
knew it.
Antonio has that scar of .4.
That's right.
We know what a game 5 means.
Yeah, it was really, really good. The reason the Spurs
do you
can
believe in pivotal like momentum, LG?
Of course, yeah.
see. Look, again, I'm more than comfortable being in the minority.
You are, man.
Like I prefer to be in the minority. That's why I live on the east side. I like it. I like being the minority.
All right, Chud or Chud or
Yeah, Chud the builder.
whatever.
The Spurs can win this series if Keldon hadn't made an appearance like he did in Game 5. I think
About damn time.
it's about damn time. And it's about damn time because they're going to have him give some performances like that off the bench if they make it to the Thunder.
Yeah.
21
because-
points, 8 for 11 and plus 17 if you believe in those stats.
The plus 17 is important to me. The plus minus is more important from a bench player than it is a starter to me.
Yeah.
Because that tells me he came in and actually gave an impact off of the bench.
Gave him a boost.
The starters, I would hope, always have a good plus minus because that means they took care of business and you won the game.
Mm-hmm.
He was about to need to give that 6-man trophy to Dylan Harper if he didn't show up.
Oh, buddy.
The left to right and then behind the back, right to left crossover from Dylan Harper that led to the
dunk, the nastiness. Oh, back to the elbow. Dylan Harper, you have to know you're on camera. All right? When our guy elbows someone in the throat, don't be like, ooh.
If you watch that in slow motion, he's already making that face from the first elbow that Wemby takes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the reaction. He's not reacting to Wemby's elbow.
It's a double reaction. It's like
But you saw his eyes open up a little bit wider when Wemby.
It's like, yeah, it's the-
he was
He
like-
actually,
he was like,
his
"Ooh,"
reaction
and
to
then-
Wemby's elbow was kind of like a laugh. He kind of goes into a smile.
he looked like the double rainbow guy. Like, double rainbow.
Yeah, get him, Wemby.
Double elbow.
R.I.P. to that guy.
Oh, that's right.
He was a mushroom taking
He was
champion.
a leader, a true leader of men,
He was a
walking amongst us.
pioneer in psychedelics.
He also, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, LG. I believe he pre-recorded
Yep.
and pre-scheduled like 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years of YouTube videos that are still coming out today.
Yeah.
Content on content.
God, that's
Who's
a
getting
true,
that money?
like I said, a true leader of our industry. One of the original hardest working content creators. Someone put together a compilation of Dylan Harper reactions.
They're good.
Dude, I hadn't picked up on it until like there had been a few on the bench when there had been a big dunk or something and he reacted.
This is a little, let's go behind the curtain. When you see those things, just post them on sportscave.live. You have access.
Well, I don't want to steal other people's hard work.
No,
that
go,
would
go
be
for it. Go for it.
No, that would be sniping. That is unethical. But if you want
Do
to
it.
do it,
No, you do
if
it.
you want to do it, go ahead.
You can send it to me and I will do it.
Okay,
All right, curtain.
I'll
closed
send
now.
it. I'll make sure to send it to you. No, when Wemby had Gobert spinning in a full circle,
Oh yeah, he just ball bag and
find Dylan Harper's reaction from the bench.
Oh god, I can
It's
see that.
even better than the Wemby elbow reaction. He's had some good
Gobert
ones.
is- I didn't realize he was so physical and so just old man feisty. Just
There's two sides of Gobert. There's the side that is borderline unplayable in certain series. There's the Gobert that can't guard high pick and roll and just cannot be played in the fourth quarter of games because he's a 53% free
just
throw
foul him
shooter.
every time he gets the ball.
But there's the other side of Gobert that we have somehow started to underrate on the defensive end.
The peskiness.
He is.
like the Bruce Bowen type stuff.
There is no question if you're talking about big man defenders,
Draymond Green style.
it goes Wemby and then Gobert. If you're just talking about interior defense, there are things you can do to play Gobert off the court that obviously you can't do against Wemby because he's a different athlete, a different, freak specimen athletically, size-wise even. But it feels like some of the rush to call Rudy Gobert overrated from all of his defensive player of the year seasons.
Nah, he definitely impacts it. Like he impacts the paint.
But there's also a
when he's
reason.
out, we're dominating the paint.
There's also a reason Utah moved him.
Yeah.
There's a reason Minnesota is playing Naz Reid more in crunch time than they're
When
playing
he stretches the
Gobert.
floor and gets Wemby out of the.
He's a
center.
great guy. He's a great starting center for 82 games of a regular season.
No.
He's going to provide consistent defense, the spine of your team defense. And that's over the course of a regular season, having a consistent defender like that guarding the rim is what gets you in the playoffs year after year, combined obviously with the, Ant and
You
everything
gotta
else they
protect your
have.
hole, man.
But there is, so to speak, there are times in this series where I'm surprised Chris Finch is even putting him back in the game because
Who else can stand a chance on Wemby without them just fouling? Because if Wemby's in the
it's
paint,
a lack of options.
They don't have a deep bench.
They
And
don't have a
that's-
deep team. They're playing seven and a half if you count Mike Conley.
It's 7.5. Well, let's go round that to like 8 or round that down to 7 because you only got half an Ant right now.
It's a little better than half.
Man, he don't have his legs.
I think he only had.
You see him standing at the top of the key.
He's hurting.
Once he gets that double team, he's not running around trying to get the ball. You see him he's sucking wind a little bit.
He's hurting. I also
Yeah.
think the last
a
flash.
lot of threes, even though he makes a lot of.
Well, that's what I was going to say. What was that? Game 3, where he went for 36, 37, whatever it
Yeah.
was. It felt like that might have been
He
the
went over
last
hump.
flash of,
Yeah.
because, 20 points in that game, that pivotal game 5 the other night.
They're bleeding on the floor. We gotta kill him.
Yeah. I'll ask you that. Is it over in 6?
I believe so.
I kind of do too. I just don't think they have the firepower to keep taking the Spurs punches and somehow rally in the fourth quarter of these games.
Every rally they do to us, they do to the Spurs.
Hey, good catch.
Yeah. We have a response.
Yeah.
You know, if we have Wemby, we have a bigger response. But damn it.
Yeah, you were so good.
So good. If they have Wemby in, bigger response. But we also saw when Wemby was ejected that they had a response to a rally, and that's why it was a close game. You know, so I like that. I don't really like them going on runs 14-2, 12-0. But I do like the resilience that they have with the responses. And I think that is a crucial thing to go to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, because like what you just described, I would say the response to those runs
professionalism
is stopping the momentum that you tell me is so important.
That's it. It's a moment like you got to have those momentum killers. A big dunk,
right.
A big block.
Right.
Like something, getting a 50-50 ball, transition 3, momentum killers. That's why coaches call timeouts on momentum killers.
Or that's why good coaches let their teams figure it out on their own and don't call the timeout.
How's that working for Finch?
Well, how's it been working for Mitch?
He ran out of timeouts towards the end of the second half because he used a bunch in the beginning to stop trying to kill our momentum.
Which was a mistake, I'm saying.
And then when we started going on our final run in the fourth, he didn't have any more timeouts.
And they were out of legs at that point anyway.
But that's why you call a timeout to rest them.
Rest, exactly. And
my case is proven. Thank you.
Slay the metaphorical.
The captain wins.
The metaphorical momentum dragon. You want to take a guess on the line for tomorrow night?
Spurs -6.5.
I would have thought it might be a little more, closer to 5.5, 6.5. It's only 4.5.
Okay.
It's been right at 9.5 or 10.5 on the home games.
Put that half of rent you already saved up on the Spurs.
Hey,
you heard it first in Sports K
You
Live.
didn't.
Talk to Puma
you
if you
didn't
lose.
hear it
I
first.
had nothing to do with this.
He
put me up to this.
This is not a gambling.
Put all that money on the Spurs.
This is not a gambling program. We do not provide gambling advice.
But we like gambling sponsors, so put your money on the Spurs.
No, we might like sponsors that will predict higher or lower point outcomes for individuals.
Ask your AI overlords if the Spurs
as
are gonna
allowed
win.
by the Texas legislature, but
maybe we
we
need to do a
give.
segment where it's like the transfer like and then we ask ChatGPT a question. Will the Spurs win Game 6?
We should. Okay, Tom, you just gave me an idea for before too long.
You have to pay for that crap? I didn't even know.
Some.
Someone. Why are you paying for a guy to fluff you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even a person; it's a machine. That's a very good response and very intelligent and intuitive of you.
You're so right. It is a digital glazing. You're just paying to get glazed by a chat bot. Yeah, that's okay. So before too much longer,
Go get a rub and tug like a normal human.
Yeah, like the owner of the New England Patriots, like a proper red-blooded American man.
He's a patriot.
Literally, God. Before too long, we're going to be making predictions about the Patriots and the rest of the NFL division by division, just like we did last year.
No.
Maybe this year. Last year we just did yours and my predictions for the division.
Are we going to bring that damn bot?
Maybe this year we see if we know more than the GPTT sizzle or whatever you call it. Because, buddy, unfortunately,
I
I think
made a segment without thinking about it fully.
Yeah, and I think both of us might be upset at the results.
If we can have something that looks like a blow-up doll that looks like a robot here so I can punch it, I'm for it.
Well, you're the one that has all the pictures with blow up dolls. You seem to don't sell it. Don't be proud of that. Don't celebrate that. Look at that
like
face.
$20 on Amazon. You know, get a blow up doll, dude. You know,
What? $20?
I don't know.
I was about to say there's surely.
I'm sure they're $5 made in China.
I was about to say
Taiwan.
I don't think you're getting the. I don't think you're getting the top of the line for $20. So if the Spurs win tomorrow night, like we are hoping, I really hope that happens because that would mean on Monday when I'm filling in for Andy, doing the show with Shane, we'll be previewing Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Because if the Spurs win tomorrow night, Game 1 will be Monday night.
Okay.
If they lose tomorrow night, Game 7 back here in San Antonio would be Sunday night. Mm-hmm. And then Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals wouldn't be until Wednesday. Yeah. Let's get this. Let's keep this rolling. Let's get this.
The only thing I fear, and I almost fear to speak into existence, is the Wolves are going to be coming out nasty, man.
Of course.
I pray for everyone to stay healthy, and whatever happened to fines after the fact, even if they don't get called, like when you dive into someone's knee and you get a $50,000 fine for, even it wasn't called during the game, but we all saw that was a dirty, dirty play.
I was about to ask you, do you think this Wolves team is quote unquote dirty or deserving of a title anywhere close to that?
If you would have asked me before this series, no. But this series, grabbing shirts, pushing while people are in the air, diving at legs, grabbing the leg behind on a rebound.
You dove at my leg to try to get a rebound in a playoff game.
What did we see last year? Halliburton go down. We saw Lillard go down.
Both non-contact injuries.
Once again, you want to protect the All-Stars.
Sure.
That makes the game. So whenever you're grabbing someone's leg or pushing them while in the air, I don't want
the Naz Reid push to the back.
Yeah,
that's the closest to dirty I've seen in this series.
Gobert's pushed him to the floor.
Yeah, but that's just too big. If we take that away from the game, then you've got someone like me who will defend the NBA 90% of the time. Then I would be saying, like, well, then why do we have big men? What are we doing? Like, you've got to allow
to get blocks some level and to guard, not to just bully people down there. You can bully, but you can't. There's the difference between bullying
5 minutes
and
of
being
Shaq
dirty.
highlights. Watch 5 minutes of Shaq highlights, and you would be telling me right now he's one of the dirtiest players in the modern NBA if he was doing that right now. Because he was
getting hacked in Orlando before he came to.
Of course.
He had to go through the Jordan era.
Sure.
So.
And I'm never one time thought of Shaq as a dirty player. I've thought of Shaq as a physical player that had tough battles.
And during the playoff games when he got tired of it, he's like, I'm going to do what you're doing to me.
He did almost kill Brad Miller with if he had made contact with that punch he threw.
The haymaker.
Yeah, that would have been assault charges potentially. But I don't know. I don't.
Jake Paul laying on the ground with a broken jaw.
Especially considering the obvious French connection, lack of a cliche, between Wemby and Gobert. I don't see them battling as dirty. That to me is just two dudes that are really competitive, that are. Gobert, the wily veteran, knows he can't keep up physically with Wemby now, and is
have you ever seen
doing
some
holding
someone's
and
leg
pulling
when they're going out for a rebound by their knee? I get it that Wemby's tall, but I've seen them like do this behind their back, but like not their leg. Have I seen someone grab the shirt?
But none of these plays
constantly.
None of these plays are with the intention to lead to injury, which is where I think the term "dirty."
What about the loose ball to Fox when he throws 90% of his body at his knee and then was that dirty or not?
I don't think that's dirty because if a Spurs player did that, I wouldn't call that dirty. I think that is playoff basketball, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Even though I love the Spurs, they're my team, I'm ride or die. If they did that, I would have been like, yo, that was kind of dirty, bro.
Yeah, I guess
And you know what? We had a dirty player in Bruce Bowen who would do those type of things.
Oh, as a kid growing up in DFW, yeah, Bruce Bowen is the dirtiest some bitch to ever play basketball.
Exactly.
This guy's terrible for the league. I can't believe they allow him.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand.
I'll call it spade to spade, you know.
Yeah, I think if what Minnesota is doing with the grabbing and holding.
Yeah. There's just some stuff I have not seen. And maybe it's just because I haven't seen such a physical
Wait till you
playoff
see
game.
what 7 games against Oklahoma City might look like or is going to look like. It's going to be that on steroids.
See, but
it's
like,
going to be that's all they do is grab and hold constantly.
I think they're more finesse.
They're not as
We'll see. I think they're more finessed than
yes,
Timberwolves.
but they're the same level of grabbing to create the advantage or holding the jersey while you're reaching up for the rebound or the kind of stuff you were describing that, again, I still wouldn't say none of that is dirty.
Mm-hmm.
That's just being the old man at the Y who knows how to get an advantage because he can't keep up physically.
Yeah.
So he's going to.
But see, that's the thing is they can keep up physically. They're young, they're young like us. So I don't think they're going to resort to
They
that.
do, though. Watch.
Okay, we'll watch it.
Yeah.
Maybe I wasn't watching as intently because my Spurs weren't in there.
I used to, whenever I would have a guy that was bigger and stronger than me that was posting up, I would always have one arm in the back like this. And as I was coming through to try to act like I was getting the pass, I'd grab a big wad of armpit hair and try to just rip as much.
Oh my God.
Rip as much out as I was Bruce Bowen.
We fighting if you grab my armpit hair. It's like grabbing someone's chest hair.
Hey, and guess
Hurts
what?
so bad.
Guess what? You swing that punch, you're ejected, not me. So that's how.
Watch out for a loose ball because I'm diving at those knees, bro.
Buddy. It's all hustle. That's what allowed us to compete.
You grab an armpit hair.
Oh, I'd try to get as
nasty.
big of a wad as possible.
Nasty.
You have anything else on the Spurs before we move on?
I don't know. Give me a Gina, LG. Go Spurs, go.
Hey, I like that better.
All right.
I will give you, I saw this fun fact, one more thing. We haven't talked about it a whole lot because it's been, I wouldn't say overlooked, but it just hasn't been highlighted as much. Spurs have played 10 playoff games
Yeah.
so far. They have held opponents under 100 points in 5 of those.
Defense
That-
wins championships, baby.
That is exactly.
Oh, the one thing I was saying, the one thing I didn't delve in, Fox.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to make those little layups. I've seen him miss gimmies way too much in crucial times. Little floaters, little layup, like just hit it off the backboard layups. We live and die by him, unfortunately. And unless Dylan Harper, they decide to do something like that, he's kind of a lie. When he's not swiping, Mr. Swiper, he's a liability on defense. So, Fox, step it up. We root for you. I'm hard on you because I love you. Earn your paycheck. You're the veteran. You've been to a Game 7. We might be going to Game 7 Thunder. So, we need you to just hit those little shots that you've been missing. And I see you just shaking your head. You're in your head, man. Get out of it.
That's the thing that doesn't concern me as much about Fox because the shots he's missing are shots that I think it's easy to turn that around. It's not like he's playing, it's not like he's completely unplayable. He's just missing shots he normally makes. It's like Corey Seager. He's in an 0 for 27 slump.
Game 3, if Fox hits some of those little gimme shots and the layups instead of doing an alley-oop, and just make the shot, we might have been able to do a gentleman's sweep.
18 points, 5 for 5 from the line, 34 and a half minutes, more minutes than anybody on the court, and had a 24 plus, just like Victor Wembanyama. So second best player on the court last game.
Again.
Oh, yeah, that's what we need.
Starters.
We need that. And I'm like, I praise him when he's good. Last game, he was pivotal in a pivotal game.
The word pivotal
It
is
is so
going
pivotal.
in the title of this episode. I'm thinking
right.
about that now.
But game 3, what was his stats? Same amount of assists as turnovers. Had 10 points.
the
0 for
inconsistency
5
is
from
there.
the 3.
There's no
So,
arguing that.
We need Fox to be consistent. The Spurs need Fox to be consistent.
There it is. Yeah, I don't think anyone's arguing that. And I think, obviously, to a man, I think De'Aaron Fox would tell you, when I have a bad game, we have it, the Spurs, we, them. I'm saying
the Royal game, as you're speaking for Fox.
Speaking for Fox, thank you, which is why that didn't deserve a buzzer.
You don't get buzzed anyway.
When,
You never get buzzed.
if I'm Fox, when I have a bad game, we have a bad game. It's clear that there is a level of expectation that is there as the highest paid player on the roster, as the starter with the most playoff scars, the most playoff experience, and the clear second fiddle leader to Wemby right now. I mean,
I think the stat I saw when Fox scores over 18 or 20 points, we've only lost one game. They've only lost one game.
I mean, that feels right.
The buzzer just in my head.
Full Dennis. It's always sunny. I mean, that feels right though. And that's honestly, again, pull up any NBA team, show me their second best player, and show me their win-loss splits when he scores over 20 points versus under.
How Danny Green, not our second best player, but when Danny was hitting his threes and scoring points,
Well, that's the
Spurs never lost.
That's the Julian Champagny stat now,
Yeah.
if you wanted to look at when you've got a shooter like that,
But
when they're making those shots.
he can go streaky, but Fox is not. He's paid not to be streaky.
Right. You're not relying on him like you would a role player like Champagny or Green. You're relying on him as your highest paid player on the roster.
I think Tony Parker had some of those stats where if he was off, the Spurs were off.
Yeah. And I think that, again, like specifically at that position, too. I mean, it's the guy that has the ball in his hands more than any other player on your team.
Yeah.
Running the offense, running point. They're going to need him. I mean, not just tomorrow night, but, going up against the Thunder in the next round when it gets there. But I understand the frustrations with the inconsistency we've seen from Fox at times in this playoff run, but I'm also not seeing anything that gives me long-term concern.
Okay. We're getting roasted on this tight hour.
What are we at? Oh my God, we're at a tight hour 40 already. LG, this is your fault. Why didn't you keep us on schedule? You want to just do some lightning round?
Hit it, LG.
There we go. So the NFL schedule released tonight. We were going to do it in the main seggy. We're going to do it here. Every single Cowboys game, make our predict. No, I'm kidding. We're not doing any of that. Cowboys have a tough schedule, though. We knew it was going to be tough.
Was it like the top 5?
It was going to be top 5. The thing that stands out the most to me, Cowboys don't have a bye week until week 14. That is 2 weeks after the Thanksgiving game.
Boo-hoo. You know who also didn't have a bye week 14?
That was y'all last year, right? Or the Niners
that
last
was the
year.
Niners.
So this year, your Niners have a bye week. Do you know already?
No.
You got the most ideal week. Week 8.
Okay.
Yeah. You want either week 8 or week 9.
Look at that little bone they give us while they travel us the most miles out of any other team.
Well,
and give us 2 international games. They give the Niners 2 international games. One in Melbourne because the Rams suggested it because they don't want to hear Levi South and see the Niners roll in 70% to 30% fan base in their own stadium.
And that's the season opener, right?
And then Kyle, that's the season opener in Melbourne. And then, what was it? McVay personally requested that game to be a home game. He said, I want the Niners. That's on record. So Shanahan went and said, hey, we're playing in Mexico City. We want the Rams. We want the Rams. If they get a request, we get a request. Who got their way?
Well, the team that asked first.
The Goodell fluffer.
That's always how it happens. First one to ask gets it. What's your Mexico City? You just said it.
Mexico City against the Vikings.
Vikings. Okay, I was about to say I have your schedule here, but I
Kyler
didn't
Murray.
see.
God, I just keep on forgetting he's playing for the Vikings.
Yeah, we're obviously. I know it's still weird. There's also a picture floating around the internet. His first Pop Warner team up in North Dallas was the Vikings. So there's this picture of little kid Kyler Murray. He doesn't look much different. Little kid Kyler Murray.
Little 4'5"
in a Vikings jersey.
And now we got 5'4" Kyler
That's
Murray.
right. Yeah, just flip those numbers.
Yeah.
Now, as the summer, as NBA and World Cup slide off the schedule, we're going to be going through our NFL division previews like we did last year. And obviously, I'm not one.
Do you have the stats for the 5 hardest versus the 5 easiest?
No, I had it. We were talking about it earlier with Uncle Andy.
We might have that for you next show.
But the hardest, just quickly, the 5 hardest is.
I'm talking rock hard.
5 hardest.
Diamond tipped.
Chiefs, Packers, Cardinals, Dolphins, Bears. So technically, they have the Cowboys sliding. This is based on win-loss opponent. Yeah, based on win percentages from last year. So there's your 5 hardest. 5 easiest.
Straight blue chew, baby.
From 5 all the way to 1 being the easiest. Colts, Falcons, Bengals, Saints, Browns.
Old Bengals.
So the Browns, get ready for it.
Hey, to be drafting Joe Burrow in your fantasy leagues.
Get ready for it.
Hit me, LG. All right. Do you want to talk Yankees or San Francisco?
Well, we've already talked both, so I'd rather not do either. But I guess if you had to give me a choice.
Well, let's talk about the pitcher that got us, that just totally torched us and literally made my mouth drop in awe. I don't know. That was pretty phallic too.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But this Polak kid out of Milwaukee.
Are you allowed to say that?
Yeah, he's Polish. He's Polak.
But is Polak still?
I mean, we keep saying it.
So I just said it,
yeah.
so I'm not showing much hesitation in saying
I think when you call them Poles,
that's where they draw the line.
I think that's the slur.
I need to update.
You Pole.
I need to update my Eastern European. Are you talking about
Jacob Mizorowski? Mizorowski.
Yes.
The fastest pitches by starters under the tracking since 2008, including playoffs. How many do you think Mizorowski has on there?
So
I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14.
I read earlier this week. I know he has the 8 fastest. He has the top 8 on record.
Mm-hmm.
But out of the total 14, give me 12.
Damn, you're almost good, man. He has 11.
11. Okay.
Can you name the other 3 pitchers?
Oh man, Hunter Green?
No, sir.
No.
And these are all 103 or up.
Starters in the StatCast era.
One was during ALCS Game 5 in 2011.
Really?
Detroit Tiger.
Against the Rangers. Verlander.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Another one, I don't know who he is. Jordan Hicks.
Oh, okay. Jordan Hicks, yeah, flamethrower.
And Jordan Hicks again.
Jordan Hicks, okay.
Yeah, so that kid.
Jordan Hicks has been converted.
Is he going to throw out his arm, or is he? You think he's just got that stuff? He 6'7"?
Yeah, I mean it seems elastic. And if you haven't watched him, seek out a pitching ninja video about him because it just throw
the batters like all just whoa. And I just as a catcher when I played catcher. Are they putting extra padding underneath that guy's hand? Like,
I think you're just growing calluses.
I'm like, God, I'd be like, man, I do not want to catch against this guy.
He makes it just his release and his form look so effortless.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's trying.
No,
you know,
and that's the thing. It can go both ways because you can see a guy with like a goofy like Tim Lincecum,
like high leg.
yeah,
kick.
and they're fine, but
They're using a lot of lower body force with their arm. This guy just looks
he's
like
just
he's doing
bringing
it all
it.
arm.
Yeah, he
And-
looks like he's throwing a bullpen session, and he's out there.
When he killed us, when he killed the Yankees, he was pitching 103 into the 7th inning.
That's the thing.
I'm like, what the
Third time through the lineup, and he's
Yeah.
still over.
Just gas.
It's
straight
not,
gas.
and it's not 101.
It's 103.
Yeah.
I remember when Spencer Jones got called up. That was his first game was against this Pollock. You know,
You don't have to double down.
I'm doubling down.
You can just say proud
Because-
Polish.
He's a proud Polish heritage a-hole.
He's a proud Polish pitcher.
Proud
Hey,
Pol-
Triple P again.
Another triple P. Yeah, Spencer Jones just went wide-eyed on the first pitch. Was like, whoa, I'm not in the. He even said, he's like, yeah, minors are definitely not the majors.
Well-
he's like, the pitching is completely different. So,
If you needed further evidence of that.
congratulations to the Brewers. Hopefully you get some draft picks when he comes to the Yankees.
Yeah, that is the sad thing about seeing, Skubal in Detroit, Skeens in Pittsburgh, now Mazeroski in Milwaukee. I mean,
He's gonna get paid.
it feels inevitable. He ends up on one of the coasts.
The Dodgers, the Bostons, or I can see San Francisco Giants. go
Why
after
not San Diego? They splash money around. They get sellouts on a Tuesday afternoon day game. What the hell is going on?
Because that's the greatest stadium in baseball
yeah,
right now.
old Petco is spectacular. Hit me, LG. I'm not going to spend any time talking about it, but I'm about to talk about it. The PGA Championship started today. It's the least exciting of the 4 majors in golf. I think we can all agree.
This, after the first day, I think they had it in the 50s. 50 players are within 3 shots of the leader.
I'll
That's
give you
pretty
one.
exciting, dude.
I'll give you one more. For the first time since 1959,
Yeah.
there are 6 golfers tied for the lead after round 1.
Yeah.
The problem?
One of those is old Shefty.
That's what the problem is.
He's the
one of
reigning-
those is Scotty, and that
Scotty's the reigning champion, and the other 2 people that were the reigning champion that had the lead on the first day was, of course, he owns every record in golf, damn near, Tiger Woods, and he won it back to back. Other one was Koepka,
Jack. Oh, Kep. Oh, that's
and
I
he
forgot.
won it.
Yeah, Kepka's
So all the
5 major run over.
Scotty's
2.5
He took a
years.
week off. He didn't play the tune-up game, so he took a week off, and he's looking classic Scotty. Just get arrested before the game, and you're in, sir.
Yeah, get suited, get fitted for that orange jumpsuit, and you have a good chance of winning. Elsewhere on the sports beat, Avalanche beat the Wild in that next round, the round the Stars would have been playing in. And I ask you this:
Are they out? The Wild out?
Wild are out.
Was it a sweep?
It was a 6-game series. Avalanche won in 6. They came back. They were down 3-0 last night. Came back, won in overtime on a.
So Avalanche advanced, Carolina advanced.
Yeah, they're on a collision course. They're the 2 best teams.
And who
this
else is
year.
in it? We got Buffalo and
Buffalo and Montreal. We were watching earlier. Montreal scored 2 goals right at the end of the second period. That was like 5-3
Okay.
through and then Vegas and Anaheim.
Looks like
Vegas is leading 3-2 in that one, but
they won on an overtime goal yesterday.
yeah, I ask you, when your team is eliminated from the playoffs, do you like to see the team that beat you get eliminated in the next round, or do you want to see them win it all so then you can
I
say
am not that person.
we lost to the champion?
We lost to the champs. I'm not that guy. I want them to lose.
See, I wanted minute. I was having
And
this.
I'm going to say we beat them up so badly they couldn't continue.
Yeah, and there's your narrative. I was having this argument with the roommate because I was saying
You're opposite.
One, I hate the Avalanche. Like since a kid, that was a Stars boogeyman. It was the Avalanche and the Red Wings when the Red Wings were still in the Western Conference. And then Edmonton was kind of a little brother sibling rivalry. But yeah, she agrees with you. Yeah. And I was telling her, like, no, I wanted the Wild to win the whole cup. So then you can say, hey, if it wasn't for the Wild, we would have won the cup. That would have been us. It's the same argument, just flipped, whichever way you want to view.
Your argument's kind of pansy-ish, you know.
What? How is that? I want to lose to the best.
It just sounds like a cop-out versus,
it's totally.
we beat them up so bad, that's why they lost. That sounds like you're a tough guy.
But it sounds like the tough guy who's never actually been in a fight. It's like, oh, yeah, I would have done something if y'all hadn't held me back. Yeah, I would have whipped that ass.
Man, if I didn't get held back by my girlfriend, I would have kicked your butt. I would have kicked your ass, man.
Minor detail.
Hit me, LG. All right. Let's see. You want a Jacob deGrom fact?
I would love a Jacob deGrom fact.
All right. Jacob deGrom has 17.
Wait, what's his name?
DeGrom.
Okay, sorry.
DeGrom?
No, it sounded like you called him Jakey DeGrom.
He is Jakey DeGrom from now on.
Jakey DeGrom.
Jakey has 17 starts with 10 plus strikeouts and 0 walks. That's 10th most in live ball era since 1920. Do you want to know who the top 10 are? Because he comes in at number 10 with 17.
With most starts of 10 strikeouts or more and no walks.
Yep.
The no walks part is huge. All time?
All time.
Is Randy Johnson on that list?
36, number 1.
Is Roger Clemens on that list?
Number 6, 20. Randy Johnson, 36. Did I say that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 6, 21. Roger Clemens.
For Clemens, okay. Are other active pitchers on that list? Is Verlander on that list?
Yes.
Okay.
2. So 2. Verlander, 20. Number 8. There's one other active pitcher.
One other active pitcher. It's not Garrett Cole, is it?
Garrett Cole, number 5.
Hey, wait a second. I'm 5 for 5 here.
Yeah.
I'm kind of cooking, and now I'm running out of steam. Nolan walked too many guys. Nolan wouldn't be on the list
because that's why he was a 130 pitcher. Like I'm gonna throw 140 pitches today.
Are the rest of the names old guys? How many of the old timers are on there?
These are all people in the 90s and 2000s.
Really?
Yeah, crazy. This is what I was like, I guess walking was a thing.
Is Roy Halladay somehow on that list?
He died, you know.
I know. I just thought he might have snuck in as an unexpected guess.
No.
Well, hit me with them. Give me the rest.
Okay, I hit you with number 2.
Pedro Martinez.
Pedro is number 9, just above him at 18.
Okay.
We got the Justin Verlander at 20. Chris Sale at 20. We got Roger Clemens with 21. Garrett Cole at 22. Clayton Kershaw.
Oh, Kershaw, of course.
27.
Of course, okay.
Kurt Schilling, 27. And number 2, he's still an active pitcher. Matt Scherzer.
Oh, yeah, Scherzer's
at
still
31.
I think he's still getting a paycheck from the Blue Jays.
But he's hurt right now.
Yeah, he's always hurt. He hurt his whole time with the Rangers the last year or two. So
he's still going. He's going to still collect the check, man.
I'm surprised there's not more old timers.
Old timers like Cy Young. Well, I guess number Cy Young.
Yeah, Christy Matheson, Walter Johnson. Oh my God,
Oral Hershiser.
It's funny you mentioned Oral. It's funny you mentioned Oral because we're gonna talk about it here in a minute. Gibson. Yeah, old Cardinals pitcher.
I mean, you can go down
Bob Gibson.
Andy Pettit. You know, he was a strikeout pitcher.
Yeah.
Mike Mussina. I'm going to say a bunch of Yankees names.
I'm also kind of surprised someone like Kerry Wood.
Doc Gooden when he was doing a bunch of acid.
Surprised
and
Kerry Wood
cocaine.
didn't sneak. I guess longevity would have cut. Yeah, or Dwight. Yeah. All right, hit me, LG. You got anything else?
That's it, baby.
All right, I'll give you one tease before we get into today in sports history. Earlier today, the stock value for Take-Two Interactive, the company that makes NBA 2K,
Okay.
the company that owns Rockstar Games.
Are we gonna be talking about GTA again?
This is the first of many segments to come. Earlier today, Rockstar's parent company, their stock value jumped by over $2 billion in value today because some Best Buy employee accidentally leaked out to a content creator that GTA 6 pre-sales are going to start next Monday. They are going to start taking your money to pre-sell, to pre-buy the game. It's going to start on Monday. It leaked out, and a content creator put it out there publicly. And as soon as they did, investors started driving the stock up because theoretically that means
You want to know why?
we're not getting delays, any more delays.
You want to know why?
Well, because they probably needed to.
GameStop is trying to buy.
They're trying to buy.
Or the GameStop CEO is trying to buy. God, what were they? God, I knew it was right on the tip of my tongue.
No, it's something.
What?
It's a company that makes no sense.
Yeah, it's like
eBay. It's
Yeah,
eBay.
they're trying to buy eBay. I was like, it's a tech thing.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. They're trying to buy eBay.
Yeah,
Which is, I'm like, if you're gonna pivot from a dead company that got boosted by, Reddit,
GameStop's in great shape.
The meme stocks.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go
Stonks.
eBay, which eBay still has its. I think that's gonna be on there for at least 20, 30 more years. I don't see eBay going anywhere. So that's smart by him. But to start these pre-sales, to get a little bump in the stock.
We're gonna see sales numbers we have never seen for any entertainment
Is there a release
product.
date yet?
November. It's coming in November.
November.
Hard. It's like November
That's
11th.
a hard November.
November
Or just
11th or 13th.
Hard 26. Hard 26.
Something like that. No, we're getting it. It's coming in November.
Well, I
And
mean,
it's gonna-
2026.
26, correct.
Yes.
It was supposed to be last November. Then it was supposed to be literally this week. And
Hopefully it's like
now it's
early
going to be
November,
November.
so it could be like a hard 8.
Hey, another early November. That's another great emo band. The references just keep writing themselves. On this day in sports history, 1913, I told you we were going to talk about Oral.
Get the name out afterwards.
Oral. O-R-E-L, Oral. That's who we're
Hershiser.
talking about. Hershiser. I don't have to say it if you know how I'm spelling it. It's O-R-E-L, Oral. We're going to talk about Oral. 1913.
There's only 2 guys in this room, bro. We can just pause. There's just no.
You need to embrace your sex. You need to eat more gas station boner pills. Washington Senator
Poor Steph.
pitcher
Like, can we have like a little segment where Steph talks about this?
Walter Johnson. Trust me. No complaints.
The rhino was unleashed.
Walter Johnson ended his
Johnson.
MLB, again, writes itself, MLB record scoreless streak at 56.2. Actually, it was 55 and 2/3 innings.
Yeah. Oh, God.
That streak would eventually be broke by Oral Hershiser in the 80s, who still owns the record for most consecutive scoreless innings pitched in MLB history.
Didn't the second best player in MLB almost like make a run at that record recently this year?
No, because they're still not even top 3. Whoever whatever Yankee you're alluding
No, it's
to.
not Yankee. That's why I said second best player.
Who are you
Ohtani.
thinking of? Oh, yeah, I don't think he didn't crack the top 3 because Walter Johnson's still 3rd, Oral's 1st, and
Oral's always first.
I can't remember who is. I can't remember who's second, but there's
Gotta
a
warm the
maybe
engine.
Tom Seaver. It's a 60s pitcher that's second on the list. 1918, Sunday baseball was made legal in Washington, D.C. Couldn't play baseball on Sunday. That's the Sabbath. More Walter Johnson history for you. 1920, he would win his 300th game on this day. Another milestone, 1967, Mickey Mantle hit home run number 500 against the Orioles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
I know like us in our, late 30s, early 40s, remember
You're 40, sir.
I am, but us, the theoretical listener, the key
40.
audience.
Is your roommate younger than all of us?
Oh yeah, I'm
You jailbait.
robbing that cradle, baby. We remember the wild assery that was George Steinbrenner. But we need like a great Steinbrenner standalone documentary, because I didn't remember this. In 1997, baseball's executive council suspended him because he kept suing every other team's owner over the smallest things. He kept filing frivolous lawsuits over every small thing he could find for every opposing team.
Didn't he get suspended for a year? He got suspended for a year, but I forgot what it was for.
Wasn't that the one for, it was like directly criticizing.
Yeah, like he said something way off the
Yeah,
cuff.
I can't remember.
And they said, nah, you're a year.
See, this is why we need a Steinbrenner documentary.
It'd be so good because the Reggie Jackson, that whole thing, going through the 80s where he's just having a tirade on the sideline, in the dugout sometime.
Yeah, sign me up. I'm in to watch full 7 part.
The Seinfeld.
Again, things that if you're under 30, you don't have the same pop culture reference of George Steinbrenner. 2016, Gabriel Medina, first surfer to ever land
A backflip.
backflip.
All right.
Yeah,
I was like either a 360 or a backflip.
backflip in competition. And then the reason you get sportsbook ads sandwiched in between boner pills and weight loss drugs in every single commercial break on this day in 2018,
And podcast. Call us up.
the Supreme Court struck down the federal law banning sports gambling.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel...
They really jumped on that one, man.
I'm going to end with death,
Yeah, go for it.
but only... I know you hate ending on a down.
God.
You all woke, sensitive. I don't want to talk. I don't want to end with death. Why can't you give me something uplifting to send us off? There's only 2 deaths, so I think you'll...
It's just a production note that I made.
I think you'll
that
manage.
I think that
Can you tell I didn't like the note?
You did not
Can you
like
tell?
the note.
So birthdays on this day, 1881 Hall of Fame pitcher Ed Walsh. Does that name do anything for you?
Ed Walsh.
It's a name I
me
will
give-
even admit. He threw a no-hitter in 1911, won a World Series in 1906.
Was he like the Black Sox or what?
No, he's a name that I would always, kind of like Walter Johnson, you just always heard it, but it's early 1900s. What does that even mean? He is still the MLB record holder for career ERA, 1.82 career ERA. He had a 20-year career. He was just unhittable, literally almost
Yeah, that's
unhittable.
crazy. That's crazy.
Born on this day, 1964, American sportscaster Susie Colbert. And you might ask, why are we including Susie Colbert in today's birthdays? Colbert cast a
He doesn't do a lot of women.
fifth place vote. Phrasing. Colbert cast a 5th place vote for Denny Kellington, who was credited with performing life-saving CPR on Bills safety Damar Hamlin after he collapsed on the field during a Monday Night Football. She gave a 5th place MVP vote.
And that's
to
why
the
women
Bills
don't deserve
trainer.
MVP votes.
You said it, not me. 1967, American football defensive tackle, Super Bowl winner, anchor of the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens nasty defense. The great Tony Saragusa.
Oh, dude. What a great broadcaster, too, man.
It's been 4 years since he passed away, too.
Yeah.
I think that was the tail end of a COVID
Yeah.
death. Yeah. Great sideline report.
Dude, he was-
Changed the game
the
on
color
the.
commentary on him. I loved old Goose, dude.
Maybe this is why I had Roy Halladay on the brain. Born on this day, 1977, Roy Halladay, 8-time All-Star, Cy Young Award winner. And then he.
Don't fly planes, people.
Well, don't fly planes that you made yourself while you're high as hell on painkillers and a cocktail of other substances. Don't do that.
Allegedly.
No, we got the toxicology reports. Don't do that. Random basketball player birthday, 1978. Eddie House was on those Celtics championship teams with Garnett. Ray Allen hit a couple big shots in the NBA Finals. I did this one just for you. Born 1983, the man with possibly the most longevity at the running back position ever.
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore, indeed, 5-time Pro Bowler.
He had his knees, like both of them tore. Like he had both ACL, MCLs, all that, and he was still running for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
At that position.
Yeah.
Like that's some.
if you needed 3-4 yards, he'd get you.
I was about to say, we don't celebrate longevity like we do peaks
Yeah.
of careers, but at the running back position to be that solid for that long, it is pretty crazy. Turning 37 today, which shocked me when I read it. He's been retired for 4 years now.
Megatron.
Close. Well, not really close at all. NFL though. 1989. Born on this day, Rob Gronkowski.
Oh, Rob.
Still only 37.
See, well, that's what happens when you get taken out of the knees like constantly.
Or it's what happens when you're like, all right,
When you
I've
have
got
fetal
enough
alcohol
to.
syndrome.
Well, it's or it's I've got enough now to make a living at the desk. I don't need to get hit across the middle or in the knees anymore. And then lastly, we'll close it out on a downer. We've got some deaths. Dead on this day, 2023, American poker legend, 10-time winner of the World Series of Poker, 10 bracelets to his name, multiple-time main event champion. You said it, the Doyle Brunson. The guy, the one guy.
What was his nickname? He was
What was it? I always.
the gambler or something like.
Well, I mean, that would be on. That would be on note.
Yeah.
He ushered in the having the World Series of Poker on ESPN every year.
Do you
And
remember?
then you got Phil Ivey and Helmuth and
Do you remember who made the World Series basically the poker boom for Texas Hold'em?
educate me.
You don't have a guess?
No.
Chris Moneymaker.
Oh, yeah.
Moneymaker.
Moneymaker,
When
yeah.
he was going against Phil Ivey and
Yeah.
Tim Helmuth.
I'd
and
forgotten
all
about that name.
It was Moneymaker.
Yeah.
Who won it all in a World Series. It was a good, great run that he had, and he made the sport to be on ESPN4 for all times.
And now they're bringing it back.
Yeah.
ESPN is going to broadcast it again.
In this gambling day,
Yeah, I was about to say,
man.
now it's appropriate. And then lastly, born in 1919, dead on this day in 2003, an absolute icon of my childhood, a man that entertained me for more hours than probably any other person on a television screen.
I'm glad you put television screen on there. I just did this to one of your idols and made it very funny.
No, it's great. It's going to be even better when you hear who it is.
Oh, don't tell me it's Mr. Rogers.
No, it's not. It's not Jimmy Savile. It's not Gary Glitter. No. I'm going to mix in actors every now and then when the days are slow, but not like A-list celebrity actors. The host of unsolved mysteries for years, the great Robert Stack.
I was more of a America's Most Wanted guy.
Of course you were. I mean, look at the difference. Like this guy is the guy that's more interested in aliens and people spontaneously combusting. That's the guy that's like,
I'm not worried about anal probes.
oh, that's a bad move. You can't jump that fence. You got to have a plan. You got to.
Oh man, you really got caught there.
I bet you loved Cops too.
Oh man, I still watch Cops every time it's on stage.
See, and I was a Cheaters guy.
Did you know America's Most Wanted? Why the host? I forget his name.
Walsh.
Yeah. Do you know why Walsh started that show?
Yeah, I think his daughter got brutally murdered, correct?
I think kidnapped.
Kidnapped, I think it was.
Murder,
yeah.
something like that. And they still have never found the killer.
That's also why his son
Just
is
like
doing
Amanda
the show
Guthrie.
now.
Whatever happened to that thing?
We know where Amanda is. She's back at work on the Today
Moms.
Show.
I don't know. The View?
I still
Who's
see the
sure?
billboard here on 1604 if you have any details about Nancy Guthrie. Maybe Aziz Ansari can get on that this week.
She was just another plot by the government like Charlie Kirk.
Hey,
and we leave on these topics.
On that note, save that for the members only. Tell the good people how to get a hold of you, Cap.
You can get a hold of me at the Captain SCL on Instagram. And you can get a hold of this show, sportscave.live, on mostly everything.
LG, Puma Power Hour, 7 to 8 tomorrow on starting lineup.
Sure.
Yeah.
The Puma Prowling Power Hour.
There we go. That's a lot of
nice.
P's.
A lot of P's.
Just like I like it. How many, when's the next, do we have a date for LG's house?
If Spurs win tomorrow night, I'll go on air for LG's house on Sunday.
Okay. So
Sunday.
another reason to root for a Spurs victory tonight, get the
Yes,
return
sir.
of LG's house. Listen to, of course, the starting lineup, 6 to 8 over on Ticket 760. Also here on YouTube. I'll be on with them tomorrow. I am on with Carl
7:15.
and LG tomorrow at before 7 a.m. And then I'll be back. I'm hosting for Andy on Monday as well. And then if the Spurs win tomorrow night, we'll have Monday and Wednesday games. We'll have some.
We'll have a slot if
have a
El Producer Extraordinaire is available.
And if
We'll do tight hours.
you've been getting outvoted 2 to 3 here lately on.
Oh, y'all a little
Yeah.
slick. I tried to give Sports Cave Live
I will-
a show on Tuesday.
I will tell the people, Cap is doing his. It's not Cap that is keeping us from 2 shows a week. It's not even necessarily LG's schedule.
Well,
I'll
LG's
leave it-
starting to become a little Puma-ishy.
I'll
lately.
leave it open. Hey, look, we got a lot going on, man. We got a lot of moving pieces. LG, are you playing the music? Are we getting out of here?
Oh,
There it is. I
there it
can't
is.
tell. Carl keeps the volume in these low, so I can't tell if I'm hearing anything or not. So,
I thought it was high.
well, we are now.
Oh,
The edibles kicking
we definitely
in.
Are.
Okay, on that note, go
These
Spurs,
weren't
go.
cough drops, gentlemen.
Have a good weekend. Y'all be good. Be safe. Peace.
Peace.
Kids, what do we say about drugs?
Only thugs use drugs. They don't do drugs.
Yeah!